Hello everyone, welcome back to Atreyu Crochet. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying the scarf tutorials of this fourth season of How to Crochet a Scarf series. I think they have gone well. I've enjoyed crocheting these patterns and hopefully you have as well. Today I am bringing you, I think it's take 47 maybe? And yeah, we're going to be crocheting this scarf. This is known as the iris stitch, and yeah, I tried to pick a fitting colorway. You're going to need one skein of yarn. This skein is 5 ounces or 142 grams. It is 252 yards or 230 meters. It's 100% acrylic, and this is a medium 4 yarn, which calls for a crochet hook size 5.5 millimeters, and that is US. Okay, USI 9. You're going to need a pair of scissors and also a darning weave and tapestry needle. Let's get to it. And don't worry guys, if I can find a link to this yarn, I will leave it in the description box. Also, there's a link in that same description box with a link to the playlist of all the scarf tutorials, okay? So you start out by making a slip knot, so wrap it around your finger, twist exchange, wrap it around your finger that way, pull this one over that one and off your finger while lifting up on the one on your finger. This is so weird working with a thumb that has a band-aid on it. Insert your crochet hook and then pull to tighten. Alright, so the multiple for this pattern is 4, and then we're going to add 3 more chains. So I'm going to start out by chaining 12. That's my multiple of 4. 3 times 4 is 12, and we'll see how wide that is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, I think I'm going to go one more multiple. So 4 more taking me to 16, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's my multiple of 4. 4 times 4, just 16 chains. And then I'm going to add 3 more chains. 1, 2, 3. And that's what you have. So in this 5th chain from the hook, we're going to put this combination of stitches. Here's the hook, here's the 1st chain from the hook, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. In that 5th chain from the hook, we're going to put 2 double crochet, then we're going to chain 1, then we're going to put 2 more double crochet, all in that same chain. So I'll yarn over, because I'm making a double crochet. I'm going to enter the chain. I'll pull this out now. And now I'm going to yarn over, pull through to the front, and I'm going to have 3 loops. 1, 2, 3. I'll yarn over, go through 2. 1, 2. Yarn over, go through 2. 1 and 2. I'm going to go back in there and put that 2nd double crochet, so I'll yarn over, enter the same chain. Yarn over, pull through to the front for 3 loops. Yarn over, go through 2. 1, 2. Yarn over, go through 2. 1, 2. Now I'm going to chain 1. So chain 1, and then back in that same chain. I know we're getting tired of that chain. It's getting tired of us stuffing all these stitches in it. We're going to add 2 more double crochets. So yarn over, enter the same chain, make your double crochet, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go back in there one more time, yarn over, pull through to the front for 3 loops, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Okay? And basically we've kind of created a deviated V-stitch. Okay? Normally the V-stitch is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, but we did 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. Alright? Now we're going to skip 3 chains. So you should have no problem identifying what the next chain is, because we put several stitches in that one chain. So this right here is the next chain. So we're going to skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, okay? And in this 4th chain away, we're going to put this deviated V-stitch. We're going to put that pattern in that 4th chain away. So we will yarn over, skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, and in the 4th chain marked by this darning weave and tapestry needle, that's where I'm going to start the pattern again. So 2 double crochet, pull this out now. That was just for you guys, especially since it's a darker yarn right now. Go in there, put a second double crochet, 2, chain 1, and then back in there again for 2 more double crochet. You guys can always slow this down on YouTube if you think I'm moving too fast. I'm trying to find the balance for you more experienced crocheters on this channel and you beginners. Alright, now it's time to do it again. Skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, and in this 4th chain right there, we're going to put the pattern, the 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in there. We're going to start it again. So skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, and in the 4th chain, we'll put the 2 double crochet. That's 1, back in there for 2, chain 1, back in there for 3, back in there for 4 double crochet. Okay? Skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, and in this 4th one, we're going to do the same thing. Put the pattern in there again, 2 double crochet. So 1, back in there for 2, take a break by chaining 1, and now we get back to work. Back in there for the 3rd double crochet and back in there one more time for the 4th. Alright, and we're going to be left with 2 chains on the end. In that final chain, we're going to put 1 double crochet. So yarn over, skip 1, and into the final chain, we're going to put a double crochet. Alright, and this is what we have so far. Don't worry if it curls a little bit, it will correct itself with time. Alright, you guys are going to love this pattern because the next row, row 2, that's going to be the 1 row repeat for the duration of the scarf. So pay close attention, you guys. Alright, so we made our double crochet there. That was our final stitch. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, which does count as a stitch. Okay. Turn our work. And then in this chain 1, okay, space right there. Remember we were 2 double crochet, chain 1. In that chain 1 space, that's where we're going to put that pattern again, the 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. So in each of these spaces, there's 1, there's 1, there's 1, and there's 1. We're going to stack this pattern in each of those, okay? So I've chained 3, turn my work, chain 3, I've yarned over, and now I'm going to find that chain 1 space and just put the pattern in there. So 2 double crochet, chain 1, and then back in there for 2 double crochet, 2 more. Back in there for the 4th one. Okay? Now we find the next chain 1 space, which is there. Okay? This is not a chain 1 space. We didn't chain in between those groupings, those patterns, right? We only chained within the pattern, which is here. So we just go right there and we start the pattern over. So that's 1, here's 2, chain 1, back in there still for 3, and back in there for 4. Okay, find the next chain 1 space, it's there. Okay, so that's 1, back in that chain 1 space. I'm just going in the hole. I'm not slicing through anything, I'm just going in the gap, okay? Because I know some of you are going to wonder, I can't see. 2, okay, chain 1, go back in there for 3, and go back in there for 4. Alright, find the next chain 1 space, which is here, and put the pattern in there one more time. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, take a break, breathe, that's the chain 1, and then go back in there, get back to business. 3 double crochet, and here's the 4th one. Like that. Almost done with this row. And then on the end, in that top chain there, remember these were the 4 chains that were left by crocheting into the 5th chain from the hook. In that top chain, which is there, we're just going to put a double crochet. Let me just stick this in here so you can kind of see it, because I know the color is a little dark right now, the colorway. So it's just that top chain. So find the chain that's basically closest to that double crochet, which happens to be, you guys, happens to be that one. Okay, see that? Going right there. Alright, so I'm going to put double crochet into that chain, and there we have it. And we're going to just essentially repeat that row for the duration of the scarf, okay? There's symmetry. There's always symmetry with these patterns, you guys. This chain 3 at the beginning of this row counts as a double crochet, and it matches the final double crochet on the end that we just placed there. And then we're going to have these 4 deviated V stitches, if you will, these pseudo quasi V stitches in the middle for me, because I used a multiple of 16 plus 3, which was 19 stitches. Okay, you may have more of these in your row, you may have fewer, maybe you only have 3, doesn't matter. For those of you who are wondering, because I know there are always those of you who have to ask, how wide is it? Doesn't matter how wide mine is, you make yours as wide as you want. But to answer your question, this is approximately 5.5 inches, which is also approximately 14 centimeters. Okay, I'll let you know approximately how long it is if I remember once I put some length on this. So just keep repeating row 2, which is what we just did, and yeah, I'll meet you a little bit later. Let me just start you off. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work, find the chain 1 space, and then put your 2 double crochet, take a breath, chain 1, and then go back to work. Put 2 more double crochet in there. Okay, and this is going to get more exciting with this colorway once it starts to change colors, so I'm excited. Alright guys, I'll see you a little bit later. So, I obviously put some length on this bad boy. I have this much yarn left, so I'm done. So I'm just going to chain 1, cut my yarn fast enough, and then we will weave this tail in. But before we do, I just want to talk about the 1 row repeat for those of you who it may still be unclear. So you start out each row by chaining 3, okay? Then you find that chain 1 space and you put that pattern in it. So I'm going to look at this row. So I found the chain 1 space there, and then I put the 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in it. And then I find the next chain 1 space, and without chaining in between, so I go from that double crochet to that one. In this next chain 1 space, put the pattern, next chain 1 space, put the pattern, next chain 1 space, put the pattern, and then on the end I go into that top chain, the 3rd chain up, and make my double crochet. So it's a very simple pattern, but it yields a beautiful scarf. This scarf, by the way, is about 28 inches long, which is approximately 72.5 centimeters. Okay, so if you want a longer scarf, then you can use more than 1 skein, but for me, that's what I got. And you guys know my tension is a little bit tight. Alright, so I'm just weaving in now. Weave in that direction, and then I'll take a slightly different path, going back in the other direction. I like to go out the sides, as many of you already know, because this is not the first video of mine that you've watched. Alright, cut it down without cutting your work. And there you go, voila. Also, weave in the other tail at the beginning. One direction, taking a slightly different path, going in the opposite direction. Reshape your work before cutting, and then cut. So this is your beautiful scarf, you guys. I hope you like it. That's going to be it for this video, but I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, happy crocheting.